Hello my dear students, so welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. Yes, today we are going to start with our new chapter, that is determination of equilibrium level of output and price under perfect competition. What is it? Determination of equilibrium, price and output under perfect competition. That means a firm in a perfect competition, yes, a firm in a perfect competition market, how he is going to decide that at what price and what quantity he has to produce so that he is in maximum profit. Okay, he is in maximum profit. So if you all remember, we had done previously, first of all, let us find out the price. Okay, let us find out the price. So now in a perfectly competitive market, there are large number of buyers and large number of sellers in the market. So that is called as an industry. What is it called as a industry? Okay, so as an industry, there is a large demand, yes, DD curve O, yes, and there is large supply, So we get an equilibrium price over here, okay, we get an equilibrium price over here at the point E, and OP is the price which is accepted in the market and everyone is ready to buy and sell at the price OP in the industry. Now the same price what is decided in the industry, individual firm is ready to accept the same price. So we extend the same price. So OP is the price at which an individual firm, okay, this was for industry, now this is for firm, okay, it is for firm, right? So here the firm is accepting the price. Now please remember, in your previous chapter we had done in a perfectly competitive market, price is equals to MR is equals to AR, right? So the price what I am getting, that price is equals to AR is equals to MR. Okay, so now the concept behind here, in a perfectly competitive market, how a firm determines its equilibrium price. So is this clear to everyone? Let's go ahead and find out under different situation how a firm will be earning either profit or abnormal profit, normal profit, or else the loss situation. These are the three situations under which a firm in a perfectly competitive market may exist. Okay, so let us remember, in my previous class I had taught you all where do we find the equilibrium, where MC curve cuts MR curve. So suppose if I take, okay, this is my origin, this is my again price is equals to AR is equals to MR. What is it? Price is equals to AR is equal to MR. Now what happens over here? Where do I find the equilibrium? Where MC curve cuts MR curve from below. Yes, very important over here is MC curve. This point cannot be said equilibrium. Okay, the point over here, this I can say equilibrium. Yes, I can say equilibrium. Okay, so this point I am giving the name E. What is it? E. So equilibrium when I find from here, if I draw a perpendicular, what I am drawing a perpendicular. So I get the quantity OQ which I am going to produce. I get the quantity OQ which I am going to produce at the price OP. I get the equilibrium price I get the equilibrium quantity. I get the equilibrium price. I get the equilibrium quantity. So at the price OQ, at the price OP, I'm selling OQ quantity. So this thing over here, OQEP. Okay, this thing which is highlighted here, OQEP, OQEP is my revenue. What is it? It is my revenue. Okay. Now, further, I got my revenue. Now, I want to find my cost. I want to find my cost. So, suppose now if I draw a short-run average cost curve. What I am drawing? Short-run average cost curve. So, this point over here, this point where the short run average cost curve cuts the perpendicular. Okay, the short run average cost curve cuts perpendicular from here. Okay, I draw a perpendicular on y-axis. I draw a perpendicular on y-axis and I get this OQSB. What I am getting? OQSB. So OQEP is my revenue, then OQSB is my cost. What is it? Cost. The point on this perpendicular where short run average curve cuts that perpendicular. This point, okay? So I get OQSB as my cost. OQSB as my cost. OQSB is going to be my cost. Wow, very nice. So tell me one thing over here. If OQEP is my revenue and OQSB is my cost. So what will this be? BSEP. What is this going to be? You all are commerce students. You will be able to tell me properly. Yes, it is going to be the profit. BSEP will be my profit. What is it going to be? My profit. Now, one thing to remember is very important, that perfectly competitive market, a perfectly competitive firm, rather, right? I got this profit BSEP. This is called as abnormal profit. What is it called as? Abnormal profit. So a perfectly competitive market firm never gets abnormal profit. Never gets abnormal profit. We have to remember this. Compulsory it is. It will never get abnormal profit. Okay, either it will get normal profit or it gets loss. Okay, so this is a hypothetical situation over here where it is getting a abnormal profit. Did we understand this? Now second scenario. Again, if I draw a curve, this is my price is equals to AR is equals to MR curve, and this is my MC curve. So where do I get equilibrium? MC curve cuts MR curve. This is my equilibrium. I draw a perpendicular OQEP. What is that? What is OQEP? OQEP is my revenue. What is it? Revenue. Okay. Now suppose if I want a short run average cost curve, my short run average cost curve this time goes like this. Okay, and it meets the perpendicular at the same point as equilibrium. It meets the perpendicular the same point as equilibrium. So again, OQEP was my revenue and OQEP is also my cost. It is also my cost, right? So what happens over here? My revenue is equals to cost. My revenue is equal to cost, when my revenue is equals to cost, what is going to happen? That gives me normal profit. What it gives me? Normal profit. Okay? Yes, I hope this is clear to everyone. And what happens in this case? First case we saw was when x-axis, y-axis, price is equals to AR is equals to MR. MC curve cuts MR curve, we get equilibrium. So we get OQEP as my revenue and OQSB as my cost. So the remaining part BSEP is going to be my profit. So but a perfectly competitive firm does not earn abnormal profit. This is your abnormal profit. Okay. Now the second situation is over here, again same thing. This is my MR curve, MC curve cuts MR curve at point E. So OQEP is my revenue. What is it? OQEP is my revenue. And the short run average cost curve also cuts this perpendicular at the same point. So again this OQEP is going to be my cost as well. So when I say revenue is equals to cost in a perfectly competitive market, that happens to be normal profit. That happens to be normal profit. Yes, my dear students, I hope the concept what we have done today is pretty much clear to all of you. If you like the video, like karo, share karo, subscribe karo. Thank you so much, my dear students.